Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of YTech Universe. Today I'm going to be reviewing the IFETech solar powered lamp. Let's take a look at the packaging contents of the solar motion sensor light. So this is the box that it comes with, and this is the user manual for it, and you get two screws along with two mounting brackets for these screws, and you get a on off switch pin here for the solar light. So this is the solar light itself. So you see the solar panel here, you see the motion sensor out here, and this is the on off switch, and these are the 4 LED lights that will illuminate. And on the back you have one mounting groove here, and you can also use these screws to mount it in the wall here. Okay, on the sides you have nothing. So now I'll show you how to switch on the device. It's quite simple. You take the pin that's given along with the device and push it in this power switch and press it once, and you see it illuminates. So this stays on for a few seconds, and then it auto turns off. So there you see it switched off. So after this I will be mounting it in a dark place and show you how actually the light sensor and the motion sensor come into play. So as you can see, I have mounted the solar lamp behind me on the wall next to a light source. The reason I did that is to simulate a day and night effect. So I would like to show you how it switches off during the day and switches on during the night, and once it's switched on during the night, how the motion sensors actually come into effect. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and switch off the lights now. Alright, so as you can see, the solar lamp has been switched on now, and it is in full brightness. Yeah, so now I'm static for some time, and that caused the solar lamp to dim itself. So if I move a little bit, there you go. So when I have a movement, it actually switches on, and as you can see, the movement radius is pretty large, but it has to be a little close to the light source. And as I'm seeing it, it's more of forward and backward motion that triggers the lamp rather than a sideways motion. Alright, so you would have observed that it stays on for some 6 to 8 seconds, and then it goes back to the dim mode. Well, the reason is that it's meant to do that, and the whole idea is that you approach it and it illuminates and you get your job done and then you move on. So that's the whole idea behind this kind of a lighting system. Right, so now I'll switch on the lights and show you how it detects the daylight and switches off. Right, so it's taking some time to detect the light. It dimmed itself and it switched itself off. Alright, so I'll just give you an idea of how bright this light is and how well the room is illuminated by just showing you a pan around of the room. So as you can see, the illumination is pretty good, and pretty much the entire room is lit considerably well. And of course the same thing applies for if it's an outdoor environment like in a portico as such. So it's been more than 12 hours since I have charged the solar lamp. Let's see if it still switches on. there you go, still switches on with its complete brightness. So what's the final verdict of this lamp, right? So this lamp is actually meant for a special purpose, that is to illuminate when it is required. So that's the reason there is this motion sensor that goes off whenever you are in proximity to it, and it remains on for a couple of seconds before you can get your job done and move on with it, and it will just go back to its dim status afterwards. Alright, so if you're thinking of buying it like for an emergency lamp replacement, then it's not going to be a practical tool for that purpose. What this is specifically meant for is to be hanged outside your home, that is either in front of your door or your corridor or your portico, or in front of your garage, where you can come in and in the dark it instantly illuminates, and you can open up your door, you can find the keyhole or your garage button, open door button or whatever, and then once your job is done you just get on with it, and then it dims itself, and that's all it is. So the advantage of this is it's a solar powered lamp, so of course it's good for the environment, and I have to tell you that it's really what do you say, the duration of it being on is really good. I've seen that it stays on for a whole night, there's no problem about it, and a couple of times because it just brightens and dims a couple of times when you are there in the proximity, and even then it comes for almost entire night. So that's a good thing about it, and of course it charges via solar energy, and I would recommend putting it in a zone where there is always constantly some light. Not direct light also is required, because I've seen that even in a okay lit kind of a place also is good enough. As long as there is some light for the photoelectric cells to generate electricity, it's more than enough for this particular device to give you this kind of an illumination. Alright, so thank you for watching this review, hope to see you next time.